Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup game, and today we're going to be doing a whole qualifying run with the nation of Panama. The other day I put up a community post asking you guys to put all the runs that you are desperate to see this year, and boy, you guys put out some really good suggestions. And I went through the suggestions and someone caught my eye with this suggestion, Panama. Now, not many people asked for it, but it stood out because someone said they're doing quite well at the moment. And they beat the United States the other day at the time of recording, but it might be a few weeks ago from this release date of the video. But they celebrated by running up to Thierry Henry and hugging him and stuff like that, and I thought that was really cool. And I was like, I remember Panama from 2018. They didn't really have a great World Cup, but they still qualified for that tournament, so I figured why not try and do it 4 years earlier. So we want to do a custom qualifying fixture, and currently we've got the US Virgin Islands, but we're going to shuffle it a couple of times just to see what happens and stuff. Usually I would shuffle it only once, but I found on 2014 quite recently that even if you just shuffle it the one time, other confederations will remain the same. So I got to do it, well, basically I'm going to do it for 3 seconds until it stops, and then whatever we land on is the team we're going to get. I don't know why, I've just noticed a pattern with 2014 with, like, if you just randomize it once, like, you get the same matchups even though it's supposed to be random. I keep noticing it in all my runs, and that might be because I'm playing this game far too much, but I've noticed it. So I'm going to give it 3 seconds and let go of the button. So let's start right now. 1, 2, 3. And we are against Guyana for our next matchup. As you can see, look, British Virgin Islands got Montserrat, even though they were over there, literally over there. So it's given me the same matchup pretty much, which is a little bit dumb, but okay. Hopefully that's made it completely random. I know a lot of people are against the randomization that I do on this. Some people want real qualifying campaigns, but honestly, is it really ever going to be real? Literally from the get-go, Panama have loads of friendly matches. Look at this: Scotland, El Salvador, Peru, Cuba, and then Honduras, and then Honduras again. It literally doesn't end. I'm not going to do all of them. I will simulate most of them, but I want to do the ones that pique my interest. I want to do like maybe 4 or 5 friendly matches. So our first friendly match is a cool friendly match. It's against Scotland away from home, so that's really cool little friendly match to do all the way against Scotland in a different confederation. Before we kick off, let's have a look at the squad for Panama in 2014 and see if we can recognize any players that were in the 2018 World Cup. I don't really know many players from Panama, but I'm sure that a few of you might. So yeah, the defense I'm not really too sure of, but you know, a couple of like 70 rated players there. And then the only player I really like sort of recognize is Tejada, rated 70 up top. I remember him from my run on the 2010 game, but I haven't done a qualifying run on that game yet, so that's still to come. Here we go then, away from home against Scotland in the generic stadium. This stadium always pops up. I keep complaining about it all the time, but I've noticed that on 2014 now, that this stadium is always the go-to stadium. Go on, through ball. And Quintero, he's running. Is there a chance for Panama here? And, oh no, just blasted past the post. It could have been a really nice goal. Here comes Snodgrass for Scotland. Morrison, great passing from Scotland. And it's crossed in, headed away there by Panama. Great defending. We got to be one of the favourites to qualify, really. We are a 3-star team. Panama usually in the mix most of the time, especially these days. And in 2026 as well, they're definitely going to be in the mix as well. The United States, Mexico and Canada have already qualified thanks to host privileges. So, yeah, Panama got to be one of the front runners, surely. Here comes Scotland. They cross that in, and that's headed in beautifully by Stephen Fletcher. It's 1-0 to Scotland. All right, well, I mean, you can't really do anything about that when the ball's already cleared your whole defence, and you could just see Fletcher coming in. It was just like, yeah, you know, he's definitely got that on target. Great goal by Scotland, and that's 1-0. Good pass. Can we capitalise on this? We can. It's 1-1, and it's Perez with the goal with the equaliser away from home against Scotland in this friendly match. What a ball by Tejada as well. The over the top, chested it down, and then we went on through and smashed it in. That is how it's done, and Panama have equalised. This is great play from Scotland, but it's shut down. Not quite though, and come on, get the ball. What's going on? Oh my goodness, they almost scored that from that angle. Panama got extremely lucky there, and it's crossed into the box, and somehow they were still onside from that. That is crazy. Yeah, we're going to have to settle for a draw here. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. For a team that I've never really used before on 2014, you know, not bad at all. Scotland were playing well in the midfield area. Passing was excellent, very crisp. Panama just got that lucky chance. And at the end as well, we survived a late scare. Scotland could have scored at least twice in that build-up. But hey, it's a decent friendly match, and I'll take that for our first game. So our next match is going to be against El Salvador. Form went down a little bit, but I think that's more like defensively rather than you know, anything else. We're going to shake the team up a little bit and see if we can get some other players on the form sheet. Alright, the next match coming up is against El Salvador. We are at home for this one, even though it's basically the same stadium as Scotland. This stadium basically just carries every single sort of nation that doesn't have a proper stadium, doesn't it? So yeah, let's see if we can beat El Salvador. I've changed the team a little bit just to see if any of the subs can give anything in this match. Panama moving the ball around, looking for space and time. Very meticulous here from Panama. Go on. Oh, that is so lucky. And Quintero has scored. I aimed for the bottom right-hand corner with the finesse shot. Took a deflection of the El Salvador defender. And it loops in for 1-0. That is a very lucky goal. I know it's only a friendly, but that's a super lucky goal. Look at this. That is very lucky. Oh, that almost snuck its way in. There's going to be another corner to Panama. Had like tons of shots already. Hey, there we go. Torres with the goal. And that is 2-0. And there we go. That is a second goal for Panama in this match against El Salvador. El Salvador, just too much pressure on them at the moment. Fantastic header. And yeah, 2-0. This is great play from Panama as they sneak their way into the box. That's a third, and that is Quintero with his second. Panama are flying here against El Salvador. Absolutely amazing move here. Just turned, sort of cut inside, and then bang, into the back of the net for 3-0. So half time, Panama have had a really explosive start here against El Salvador. Can we have more goals just to get that form going? You know, it's down at the moment. We need to get it up. Here comes El Salvador, and just tackled before they could get the shot off. Fantastic defending in this match from Panama. Does give us a bit of hope, really, against our other CONCACAF opponents if we are sort of doing this against El Salvador. I thought it'd be a tricky game, and it has in this half, but the first half was just too easy. And that is going to be it. We've beaten El Salvador by 3-0. I don't know why it skipped the celebrations, but yeah, there we go. 3-0. Very, very easy game for Panama. Our next friendly match is going to be against Peru. Now, I picked this one because I really wanted to see if I can beat a side like Peru, just like we did against Scotland. They're similar rating, so I hope that Panama can get the job done here. Peru is going to be a very tough test for Panama because I've used Peru before in the past, and they are a very, very tough team to play against. But here we go. Oh, great save by the Peruvian keeper. It's going to be a corner to Panama. The move was really good. Just trying to exploit the wingers there, but it just shot straight at the goalkeeper. It's been a very close half. Both of these sides can't really do anything apart from you know, miscontrolling the ball all the time. I hate that so much when players miscontrol it. You know, you're getting a good move together and then suddenly bang, miscontrol. So through ball, Quintero into the middle, and the touch was horrible. Sometimes that's what I hate about 2014. It's sometimes like a little bit too realistic in that regard, but I mean, it's been a decent competitive match, and it still is 0-0, just kind of like the Scotland one really, where it was just a draw. I think that's what it's going to be like. I mean, Peru haven't had a shot yet, so that's a good thing. Here we go. Panama looking for it here. What a ball. And oh my goodness, how do you miss that? And oh my goodness. Go for the strike. Oh, come on. Another shot is saved. The Peruvian keeper has definitely earned his wages today. Here goes Peru. It's just tackled. Peru have still got it. They go for it. Oh, I snuck in. No, 90th minute goal by Rudiaz. And it hits both posts and kindly goes in for a 90th minute winner in this friendly match. How unfortunate is that for Panama? I just couldn't get in front of him in time, and that is just so unlucky. Off both posts, it rolled along the line. I was like, come on, get it. But unfortunately, that is what happens when you don't take your chances properly, Panama. You learn the hard way that you concede in the 90th minute, literally final kick of the game. Peru have stolen it. They have absolutely stolen it. However, despite the loss, it is a small positive that Panama are good at attacking. It's just the finishing of the attacking which is the most concerning. Alright then guys, so we are at the first round of qualifying in CONCACAF. I did skip a couple of friendly matches, but they were like against teams like Cuba and you know, Honduras as well. I didn't fancy them, but we won all those games. So yeah, we did concede goals in those games, and that is why that the form is down defensively but up for the strikers, because we were scoring lots of goals against teams like Cuba and Honduras, but conceding goals as well. Really stupid though, because we won those games. But anyway, this is the match that matters of the video. If we get past this round, we go through to round 2. So here we go then. Qualifying kicks off now, and we are at home against Guyana for our first match. The only problem I can see from this match is that Guyana will just lock down. They won't do anything. They'll just lock down and just make it really difficult for us to score, because that's what smaller teams do. I appreciate it because that's realistic, but it's annoying at the same time. First 20 minutes is about what you expect. Guyana just being super tough defensively and not letting us past, which is fine, because their stamina will drop off eventually. Well, once it's booted away here, it's going to be half time, and the score is still 0-0 between these two, and we cannot seem to hold on to the ball for more than 5 seconds. The ball just keeps getting away from us. Guyana are being that tiny little frustrating team. I appreciate it, of course, I appreciate the challenge, but it is very frustrating. You know, I wanted Panama to get into this game, and they just haven't quite done it yet. Tackled. This could be a chance. Panama missed that one. Well, it was a great save by the goalkeeper, actually. I did think about squaring it, but that was our best chance of the game. Perez stole it, and it's saved. Oh my goodness. Panama can't hit the target to save their lives at the moment. Guyana holding on, and if Guyana somehow gets something from this game, then that'll be incredible for them. Not for the run though. It'll literally be like a first round elimination. And as Panama come through here, that has to be, yes, there we go. We squared it away from net and gave it to Paris, who scores to make it 1-0. Overdue, that goal. Long overdue. Sanchez. Good turning, and he's got tripped, and that's going to be a penalty. I saw him go down, and I was like, there wasn't an immediate response from the referee, but I got tripped there in the box, And that is a penalty to Panama. Perez now to take the pen. Can he do it? Steps up and he just about puts it in. And that's Perez with the second goal for Panama to make it 2-0. Almost got saved there, that penalty. I think it might have been a bit too powerful. Was it? Yeah, it just came off the goalkeeper's shoulder. Still went in anyway. So, very lucky Panama. And that is going to be it for the first leg. We have won by 2-0. A very unconvincing performance. We got the job done, of course, but it was just unconvincing how many shots we had. And we only scored 1 goal from open play, and it was a sweat goal. And then the other one was a penalty. So, yeah, a bit unconvincing, but it will do the job because we're going away from home against Guyana. And surely we'd be able to score more goals away from home. Final match of this round 1 of qualifying, the second leg of the first round, and surely Panama could just hold it down and just, even if it's like a 0-0 or something, just scrape on by with a 2-0 on aggregate. I don't mind that, to be fair. Gomez gets tackled. Again, Guyana moving the ball around quite nicely for a half-star team. Way better than what I would do, and they've tackled me now, and here comes Mannings. Can we get him? Just about. They might have just almost scored there. We're really having some problems linking up and stuff like that. I might have been because I simulated a couple of friendly matches and conceded a few goals and kind of like dented the form a little bit. Maybe. I mean, this game is so overly sensitive to stuff like that. I'm not going to play like 9 friendly matches in the first video. No way. Like, that'll be crazy. No. Guyana doing some sick turning in the box, and they could have, again, they could have had a chance to score. They're not giving up just yet on this fixture. Not yet. And we'll be going to half-time in a second with the score still locked at 2-0 on aggregate. Still holding it down, but they are really being so irritating, this team. Like, we've already got rid of the fixture, in my opinion, but they've almost scored twice. Here comes McKinnon, crossed in, and that's just headed wide by Guyana. Again, another chance. They're just, like, so good. I don't know where they got this from. Here we go. Panama. No, okay. The passing has been shocking in this match. This is probably the worst match that Panama has played in the entire campaign. They have let Guyana walk all over them. And that is going to be it. A 0-0 draw against Guyana. A very tough opponent. I really underestimated them. They were strong. They were defensively good. Goalkeeper was amazing. We were terrible. We could not put away our chances. And Panama looked so sleepy out there in the second leg. Like, yeah, the first leg, it took a while, but that's because, you know, it's the first leg, right? But the second leg, it should have been done and dusted, like 4-0, 5-0 or something. Alright then, so before we move on to the second round in the next video, let's just round up the first round of this CONCACAF qualifying. So Montserrat beat the British Virgin Islands by 3-1 over the 2 legs. We beat Guyana 2-0 over the 2 legs. Curacao beat US Virgin Islands 4-1 over the 2 legs. St. Lucia won 3-1 over the 2 legs. And Puerto Rico went through over Aruba by 3-1 as well. So that sets up a round 2. And we are in Group A with the Bahamas, El Salvador and Suriname. Should be fine, I hope. Because all the teams are rated lower than us. And we played El Salvador. And, you know, we beat them. So hopefully Panama can win in that group. They should be. They are the strongest team. But our performance against Guyana showed that we sometimes are very bad. And hopefully that doesn't happen. So yeah, some really interesting groups and teams in the second round. The third round, there are the bigger teams waiting for us. You got Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, United States, and somehow the Dominican Republic have got there as well because I randomized it, I guess. But yeah, tune in to see that in the next video in your qualifying for Panama. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first part of your Panama run. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.